Habaikiran bikinong patay kubor uba Arden Miller besayong mod uloong ba Kim dan lat su da kumway pat. Namar bak sarkar kam ay lat ban iatai halor ketika man hapo kayin rabar thawan ke jela. Uloong ba kin pa ni ke jengkersan ju samla bat ni ki paidbah ha ka beide ba kani kaman bat kin ay lat ba ki samla kin mat jing na ke jeng pentri kam ye cross the system. Uba Arden ula penpau ye ke jeng pam sultanat halor ka rai ju lampang ban pen kotno ye ke darbar ha ka si thok ding klem da pan shuai ke jeng menjur na ki dukhot jo ke yin darbar thok ai ke jela ki badan ha ka liang persyak. Uloong ba ka dei ka sien ka banung kong ban pynlong ye ke darbar tang nyusngi bat lamang tang arsngi ya ka private member business bat kalong ka ike ka bamla ban pediang bala perkhing ye ki dukhot bakin keren tang 10 minit ha ka jing iatai ya ka governor address bat ki MLA ki dan kamban keren ye ki babun kimat ki bakta yu paidbah bat ke jela. Uba Arden uloong ba ka sarkar ka tibha ba ka don ka motion jong ki dukhot ka liang persya ya ka bala kedau chai ya ka jing dan kamban iatai halor ka roster system bat ka liang persya ka kwa ban kerpat ka sarkar jela bat pensange ka jing petri kam ya ka roster system ha ka jela. Uba Arden uloong ba ka sarkar kam kwa ban keren ya ka ni ka isu henrei kala batha ya la ki MLA ban ni shementa ki motion ki bedei tang bat ki constituency ki jong ki kat ba menteri rang ba ka jela konrat ke sang ma uloong ba ulampang ula pensange ke darbar jong ka darbar mang tengka ka dei da ka bayat kat kum ka rule bat ka rule book kala kedau chai ba ha ka si thok ding ka yin darbar kan trei kam na du ka por shipo bejimen step hadu khat ar baji si teng sngi u konrat uloong ba ki dan bun kilat ki ba ki liang persya kila ban kren da ka bawan ra ka special motion ka jing iatai belengkon bat ki dukhot ki yo ban pensngau ye kanu kanu kam ha kanu kanu ko por.
We have ever experienced in the state of Meghalaya with 7 days only where a private member's business is allotted only in 2 days and the way that we are restricted in the timing to participate in the house also is too less. 10 minutes in the debate on governor's address and we are grown up enough and we have the experience also in this house. This is the first time that the speaker of the house is not seeking suggestion from the opposition side to either to extend or to stick to the timing according to the calendar. So, especially as far as we understand, the government is fully aware that there is a very important motion submitted by the opposition member. In fact, the text that I have submitted, for the motion is the urgent need to discuss, the urgent need to discuss and to request the government to put on hold the implementation of roster system in the state retrospectively. This is the original text that I have submitted. The urgent need to put on hold, the implementation of a roster system in the state retrospectively. So this government, the MDA government, has already instructed their MLAs to participate in a motion which is confined to one constituency only. This is a deliberate attempt on the part of the government. They want to run away from the responsibility. But we will not allow. If we are not allowed to participate in this August House, we are going to hit the street. In fact, which we don't want to go to the street as legislator. But since we are not allowed, this is a serious issue. It has affected this part of the region. So we want to discuss as responsible members of the House. How do we go about this serious issue? So this is what we want. This is anti-people, undemocratic, the first time ever in the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly. And it is an attempt on the part of the government to run away from responsibility. Because we know that the people are eagerly awaiting for us to take up this issue. It has badly affected, it has a huge impact on the educated, unemployed youth of this region. So we want to raise in this platform. We know that this issue is very sensitive, and as responsible leader, we know how to raise this issue. which issue to touch and which not to touch. No? Just 2 days, imagine, and that also we have been restricted as member, allotted with 10 minutes time. How do we express our suggestion points in 10 minutes time in a debate on governance, and how do we express our points and suggestion, say, in 10 minutes on budget discussion? Better not to call the assembly at all if they don't have any issue. As members of the ruling, members of the opposition, we've got a lot of issues. People, they are looking to us. Every time they are calling, they are giving us information how to take up. But you have seen how they run the house. So this is too much on the part of the government. We will not sit idle. So we will not, allow this kind of tactics to be adopted in the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly. You see, the government cannot be selective. The government cannot be selective. If they really want to follow all High Court's directive, they should follow all the directive of the High Court. They should not be selective only in one particular issue. High Court has intervened in many areas and has given directives on many issues, and they didn't bother to abide by the directive of the court. And not only that, when it comes to policy matter, the court, it is not the domain of the court. When it comes to policy matter, it is the domain of the government.
For lapsing or anything in this regards, it is basically the High Court has ordered us to create a roster system, and based on the reservation policy and sticking to the basics of the reservation policy, we have created a roster system. That's not true. It is not an office memorandum. It is a executive decision that has been passed, and as per the constitutional provisions in the matters of reservation, the executive has the power to enact a policy, and this is as per the constitution. I don't have the exact provision of the constitution in front of me right now because I don't want to be misquoted, but I can give those details to you later. But as per the constitutional provisions, the executive has the power to create policies on reservation, and that is what exactly has been done. We have not shied away from anything. In fact, the time and the rules are there as per the the rules or procedures of conduct of business. All of this is there in the rule book, and the rule book specifically mentions that on Friday the House will function from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, and it has been some parts of the opposition have stressed on the rule many times and saying that rule should be followed, and that is exactly what the Speaker is doing. He's going as per the rules, he's going as per the Business Advisory Committee's decisions, and all the points have been mentioned based on that. There are many occasions in which they can speak about these issues. There is the governor's address, the debate on governor's address, there is a budget, there can be special motions, there can be short discussion. So many options are there. So therefore, the members are free to raise any issue at any time. And regarding all the issues that have ever been brought out, we have always discussed the matters. We have never shied away from anything. And in the future also, and present and future also, we'll never shy away from any of the issues.